Here's how to make the apron from Bee and Puppycat. So first you're going to need to gather your fabric. We're going to use white, magenta, a light pink for the pockets and ears. Cut your magenta fabric into strips. The length is up to you. This is for the sash, so the longer you make it, the bigger the bow in the back. If your fabric isn't long enough, you'll need to sew multiple strips until it's the correct length. If you do that, make sure you sew it all right sides together. Fold over the edges and iron a hem, but don't sew it quite yet. Next, you're going to take your white fabric and lightly sketch out the shape of the apron. Cut it on the fold so it's nice and symmetrical. Find a circular shape to use as a stencil. I used a mason jar. And you're going to cut out multiple circular shapes, a bit more than half a circle for seam allowance. Now what I did to make sure there's no fraying is coat one side in rubber cement, which is a crafting glue you can buy at most dollar stores or Walmarts in the crafting aisle. When it dries, dust it with baby powder. The size and number of how much you make is up to how large your apron is. I made a total of 12. Lay them out right sides together and sew them onto the apron. And once you do that, cut it straight in half to separate both sides for the sash. Fold the sash in half right sides together and sew it to the bottom half of the apron. Make sure the hems are all in place. You should be able to sew them neatly after both top and bottom of the apron are attached. I attached strips to the top as the neck straps. These should be completely custom to you. Sew a hem along the entire edge. Take your light pink and cut out 2 equal-sized triangles for the ears. Then the 2 pockets. I used a small bowl as a stencil. Iron a hem around the pocket. Make 6 white circles in the same fashion as the larger ones on the apron. I made a small pattern in the shape of the eyes, so you can draw them in the exact same size. I traced them in pencil. Now we're going to paint the face. I recommend using fabric paint. However, I don't have too many colors, so I mixed some acrylic paint into it. Because of this, I recommend only surface washing with cold water and no machine drying. Paint the face to the best of your ability. It shouldn't be too hard since it's very simplistic. You only have to get the proportions correct. And there we have it. It's all ready for you to wear. I hope you're able to make one and it serves your purpose. O ela zori azorra, e ela essa.